Over in the pages of Marvel Comics, the publisher has done a subversive job launching several new protagonists out of its main Venom series. The way that this Venom title has switched over from Eddie Brock to his son Dylan has led to some really fascinating story elements. Plus, the latest issues of Venom are even set to introduce Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow, over to a symbiote of her very own. My name is Arako Braddock, and today, let's go ahead and see if Dylan and Natasha are able to save Bren from the villainous No Name. But before we get deeper into the video, I want to encourage you to consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button over on this video. The Venom of the Widow. After the birth of an all-new symbiote, the familiar face will cross its path and become its first host. And will that host be able to resist the symbiote's corrupting and violent influence? Perhaps the bigger question, will the symbiote be able to survive theirs? Venom issue 27 is written over from Torunn Grønbekk, featuring art from Julius, Ohta, and Rafael Pimentel. We have colors coming in from Frank D'Armata, letters and production from VC's Clayton Cowles, and a gorgeous cover for the issue coming in directly over from Cafu. Absolutely love how Cafu is able to render some of the webs coming in over from Natasha's symbiote. And I think the red hues over in the background tease out so much intrigue inherent behind this cover as well. Of course, as usual here, I want to extend a thank you to Adventures in Poor Taste and preview some of the excellent artwork in the issue coming in over from Julius, Ohta, and Rafael Pimentel here. I really found that some of these opening sequences where No Name is really torturing the poor Bren to be so captivating over in this particular storyline. Over on this next page, I absolutely love it how we get to see Natasha and Dylan over in action. The way that they team up together in order to try and rescue Bren's toxin symbiote is a really fascinating story hook to go ahead and open up this issue here. While I did have a couple issues over with Frank D'Armata's colors, I think these black hues that introduce the fact that these two characters are working together are so ominous here. I also really love some of the ways that the colors clash between Natasha's red hues and some of Dylan's white hues over in his symbiote costume here too. It was really interesting learning that Venom and this symbiote already have a pre-established relationship with each other, and I absolutely love the way that the toxin symbiote is able to become Venom's tongue. I think it just creates a really interesting scenario in terms of the scripting and art for the chapter that makes this Venom series seem so incredibly subversive here over in the first place. When readers are introduced to the Hive and learn a little bit more about some of the inner emotions between the toxin symbiote and Venom, I thought the issue just did a fantastic job characterizing not only the individual characters, but some of the symbiotes themselves over in the issue. I never expected to get this kind of characterization, but I think this is really one of the aspects that this current Venom chapter is so great at. So at the end of the day, I had an absolute blast over with Venom issue 27. I think this issue and series has just done a fantastic job creating new and interesting scenarios over for the Venom character. The Black Widow and her symbiote have added some much needed characterization to this book and also introduced some fascinating elements of dialogue with the character of Dylan. Also, getting the chance to see the adult in the room really become the cold and aggressive Natasha, I think opens up some interesting story elements in terms of the narrative as well. I want to know from you, what were some of your opinions over on Venom 27? Did you enjoy this really subversive comic book that fleshed out some fascinating characterization for some of these individuals? Did you expect to see some characterization over for the symbiotes themselves? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for coming to check out our video review over on Venom 27, and we'll be back to see wherever Natasha is headed next over with her symbiote. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.